So you want me to give you a rundown on superdeterminism? Sure, it's like determinism, but more of it. So in dealing with quantum mechanics, there is this assumption that is made in certain models that when you make a quantum measurement, it is truly independent. That means you could take a quantum particle like an electron and measure its spin, and it will be a truly random probability based on nothing else. That electron is not entangled with anything, it is just pure uncertainty. And superdeterminism states that this is an impossible state to achieve. Entanglement just means that the reading you get is going to be dependent on something else. I used an example once of a photon that is split in a beam splitter. Those two split photons are going to be dependent on the original photon that split. And I'm simplifying this, superdeterminism states that everything comes from somewhere, and merely interacting with something counts as an entanglement. Like I did an example earlier about a photon being split in a beam splitter, so those two photons that get split are entangled, but that's because they're dependent on the state of the original photon that was split, which was dependent on whatever made that photon in the first place. And so on, entangling all the way back to the Big Bang. And the very setting in which a quantum particle is measured is entangled with that quantum particle via the measurement. Thus, that measurement was not random. That measurement is stretched via a causal chain back to the Big Bang as well. Meaning, literally, everything that has to do with this quantum particle is dependent on something else. It's entangled with something else. And we don't know, and possibly can't know, that whole string of entanglement, and thus it appears to be random and uncertain to us. And if that explanation is a bit too complicated, basically, if there's no free will, if there is no actual statistical independence, then quantum entanglement doesn't break the speed of light and it's fine. And that's kind of the point. Like, most scientists believe that the waveform collapse model is kind of incoherent at this point. Like, it is pretty likely that we are not just breaking special relativity all the time. Essentially, quantum events that we find to be random and uncertain are not random and uncertain to the universe. The universe already knows their outcome. So like I said before, it's determinism, but more of it. But that is only one of many possibly valid models for quantum mechanics. Another very popular model is the many worlds theory. Let me know if you want me to do a video on that.